Hey friend, it is Kate here. Thank you so much for jumping on my channel and joining me here today. Now I have got a complete beginner Pilates class just for you. This one really focuses on the health of our hips, our legs, going slow and controlled, but definitely getting a workout in that lower portion of our body. We don't always have to go at a really fast pace to feel all of those muscles working, to be so mindful to that very delicate and kind of precious area of our body. Our hips, our knees, all of that lower portion, they do so much work for us each and every day. So giving some nice, lovely attention to them can be so incredibly helpful. Roll out your mat and let's get started. Let's begin on our back, just lying down with our feet pressing into the floor, hands by our sides. And now take a minute and let's just do a few little pelvic tips, rocking our hips back and forth, lightly waking up our low body. And maybe sway the hips a little side to side. That can feel nice too. And then slowly bring yourself into a nice neutral spot. Let's lightly press the small of our back down, broaden across your chest, point your nose straight up to the sky. And then from here, let's simply lightly imprint the spine even more, pressing down deeper into that low back. You press so much into it that we gently lift our hips up, finding a small bridge. Find that great big bridge there. Take a big inhale. From the sternum, roll yourself all the way down to the ground. Again, lightly press into the feet, tip the pelvis back, rock yourself up into your bridge, and slowly roll yourself down. No hurry, no rush, just moving at your own pace, simply waking up the spine. Take a moment here, really think of keeping your shoulders pressing down into the ground. It can be easy to allow them to kind of cave in or round forward, especially as we're rolling down. Each time I roll down, I am concentrating on keeping my shoulders pressing into the ground behind me, so I do keep that lovely posture the whole time. Last one, lift up and lower down. Hold for a moment. Don't let those shoulders lift. Keep lowering that tummy down and towards the middle of the body and drawing your ribs together while we open across our chest. Press deeper into your left foot. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, lift your right leg up. Your toe can be pointed, flex soft, whatever feels good, but just take a minute to lift that leg. What happened to the hips? Did they kind of move? Did they sway? Did your pelvis tip back up? We want to keep it pressing down just as we did. Great big inhale. And set that foot down on the ground. Take another breath and lift the other leg up. Slow and steady, just like that. Now, not only pay attention to what's going on in that lifted leg, but the leg on the floor too. It's easy to let that knee fall off to the side. We want to keep lightly pressing it down. Now, from here, we're just going to go a little faster. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Back and forth, all the while keeping the pelvis nice and even, keeping the small of the back pressing down into the mat, and of course broadening across your shoulders, keeping our lovely posture we've already been working on today. You've got this, my friend. You're doing so well. And then from here, can we press our right leg up and hold? Almost imagine you're trying to shoot your left foot through the floor. That's how stable that leg is. That's how active all the muscles in my left side are. Pull your navel in and then extend the leg up. And then I just want you to bend the knee. Inhale, reach long, reach that toe up to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee. Now, do you notice as I lift my toe up and bend the knee, my thigh isn't moving. It should be staying in place. I mean, it might move a little bit because I'm human, but the idea is I'm exclusively just bending and straightening. Now, a lot of times I say the inverse, that we're not canning and that our whole leg is moving, but that's the opposite right now. We are straightening and bending, just getting a little length through the back of that leg. Last time, straighten and stay. Point that toe up. Imagine I'm holding your leg and I'm pulling it up away from the mat, but you are still imprinting the spine. You you are pressing down into that left foot on the floor. And then from here, let's flex and point the toe a couple of times. Each time I flex my foot, I think of reaching the heel up to the sky a little bit more, growing longer through the back of the leg. Just enjoying that nice stretch that comes from extending through that backside there. Now, last time I want you to flex and hold. Think of pressing that heel up to the sky, toning that belly, drawing your low ribs in. You're going to take a big, deep inhale. As you exhale, I want you to drop your leg about 2 to 3 inches, so not far away. Did you let that knee bend at all? Can you press that heel further away? Can you reach long through the back of the leg? Take another big inhale. Exhale, drop your leg just a few more inches. Hold it right there. Reach that heel further away. Tone your belly, big inhale. Exhale, lower your foot another few inches. Holding, holding, holding. Just lifting our leg up can be so much work. You are doing so well no matter where you are. One more time. Exhale, drop that leg a little further back. Did your shoulders rise up? Can we press them down almost as if I am pointing 2 fingers into those shoulders and I'm physically holding them in place? Take a great big inhale. Exhale, tone the belly more, cinch the waist. Another big inhale. Exhale, lift your foot all the way up. Inhale, lower that foot down to that stopping spot. Exhale, lift the foot up. Inhale, lower it lightly down. Exhale, lift it up. 3 more times. No hurry, no rush. We're moving slowly, gracefully through that little lift and lower of our leg. The whole time though, all your muscles should be nice and active. I am still flexing that foot so much. I'm getting a little bit of a stretch each time I lift my heel up to the sky. Last time, lift that heel up, stay, flex that foot even more. Again, imagine I'm pulling your leg out of that ball and socket joint, and then slowly set it down. Give yourself a wiggle if you need it. Readjust anything that you like. When you're ready, press deeper into your right foot, and then take that left leg up. Now we're just going to start with that little straighten and bend. And as you start that straighten and bend, that tiny little can move we're doing here, if at first you can't straighten all the way, or if you can't straighten all the way at all during this, it's okay. We are all a little different as far as our flexibility and mobility goes. And that does not mean you're doing it incorrectly if you can't extend the leg. We all are a little different. Some of us have shorter or longer hamstrings. Some of us may have a little knee injury or something. It's a-okay. No need to fret at all. Now this next time, straighten the leg as much as you can, whether or not there's a little bend there. Again, it's okay, but point that toe as much as you can, tone your belly. Imagine a great big weight sitting on the front of your stomach, lightly encouraging those muscles down into your tummy, and then let's start our little flex and point. And as you flex and point, can you still imagine stamping your right foot into the floor, activating all of that right side of the body, keeping your shoulders pressing down, and keeping a lovely, long, broad chest across the neck? You're doing fabulous. A couple more times, just enjoying that nice little flex and point. Last time, flex and hold. Again, I am holding that leg. I am pulling it up. I am reaching your leg up to the sky, and you're just stamping that little foot on up there. Take a great big inhale. Exhale, drop the leg and pause. With each little moment that we drop and pause, reach longer through the back of that leg and hollow your tummy more. Big inhale. Oh, excuse me. Exhale, little drop down. Just swallowed the wrong way as I was trying to talk to you. Take another breath. Exhale, lower it another inch or 2, reaching long. Are you still pressing down into that right side? Are you still drawing your low belly muscles in? I know you're doing wonderful. Again, a little lower. Hold, reach it further away. Soften those shoulders down the back. Smile, relax your face, relax your neck. Last one, drop nice and low. Has your low back pulled away? Can we imprint the spine more? Can we open up those shoulders side to side? Big inhale. Exhale, float the foot up. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale, float the foot up. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, lift, reaching that heel up, toning that belly. A few more times at your own pace. No hurry, no rush whatsoever. You are doing fabulous. Last time, lift that leg up, pause for just a moment, reach longer, and then slowly set that foot down onto the ground. Let's evenly press into both of our feet. Inhale, pick up your pelvis, return to your bridge pose. Exhale, roll yourself right back down, keeping your nose pointing up to the sky. Inhale, tip the pelvis up, roll up, find that bridge pose. Exhale from the sternum, slowly make your way down. A few more times at your own pace. Maybe you're going faster than me or slower than me. It's okay either way. Now, the next time that we lift our hips up, can we keep them there? Hold them in place. If your hips are a little higher, a little lower than mine, it's okay, but I do want your ribs drawing in together. So if you're trying to kind of press your sternum up higher to get a bit of a chest expansion like we would in yoga, we want to avoid that for this one. Pilates, we want to have a long line, kind of thinking of it from our knee to our hips down to our shoulders. But either way, wherever you are, press deeper into both of your feet, and I want you to squeeze the little spot where your thigh and your glute connect. If you've taken classes with me, you know I call it the thut. Give that thigh button extra little squeeze. Imagine there's a ball between your inner thighs that you're lightly holding. Take a great big breath. Big sigh out. And then from here, I want us to drop our hips about halfway, wherever that is for us. So we're just lightly lowering down. Exhale, lightly lift up. Inhale, lightly lower down. Exhale, squeeze the thought as you lift up. Inhale, down we go. Exhale, up. Inhale, slowly down. Exhale, lift up. Beautiful. 2 more times, little down. Exhale, little up. Last one, little down. Little up. Pause for one more breath. Draw your low belly up and in. Point that nose up to the sky like your little Pinocchio. Take a big inhale, and then from your sternum, roll all the way down. Evenly press into your feet, tone the belly a little bit more, and then when you're ready, exhale, float your right leg up. Extend the leg up to the sky just like we started, and flex the foot again. Keep that heel nice and flexed, reaching long, and then from here, again, we're going to drop a little slower, just like we did before. So down a few inches, pause. Down a few inches, pause. Lowest point, take a big inhale, guide it up. Again, down a few inches, pause. Down a few inches, pause. Last one, down, exhale all the way up. Beautiful. Drop, pause. Drop, pause. Lowest down, exhale, tone the belly lift. Again, drop, pause, drop, pause. Down we go. Exhale, tone that tummy lift up. One more set. Down, pause. Down, pause. Last one down. Exhale all the way up. Hold it right there and point that toe. Reach your foot further and further away. Now, this time we're going to inverse that. We're going to go down a little faster, and on our way up, stop. So go ahead and drop that leg. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lift, hold. Exhale, lift, hold. Last one all the way up. Lower all the way down. Lift up, pause. Lift up, pause. All the way up. Lower it all the way down. Now, as we go through this little motion, still think about pressing deeper into your left foot on the floor. Think about toning that thud, reaching a little broader from shoulder to shoulder, and all the way down. Now, if you don't do exactly 3 like I'm doing, it's a-okay. The point is that we're keeping that leg nice and steady, nice and active, and just reaching it up at our own pace. Last one down. Lift, pause. Lift, pause. all the way up, swoop it down. Last one, bring it all the way up, set that leg on the ground. Immediately stamp that foot into the floor, tone the belly, lift the other leg up, extend and flex. Now, you can always drop your leg a little higher, a little lower than mine does, and it is absolutely fine. But here we go on that side. Drop, pause, drop, pause, lowest down. Exhale, tone the tummy, lift up. Half down, another little down, all the way down, lift it on up, beautiful. Take this at your own pace. Do you need to open your shoulders a little bit more? Do you need to think of cinching the waist? There's not a one-size-fits-all answer. It's not about doing exactly what I'm doing, but instead finding what works for your body. It's okay if you need to go a little slower, if you need to take it a little faster. Just move in your body and feel very controlled through the center, really keeping those great big belly muscles working the whole time. Beautiful. Let's do the last little set right here. And then go ahead, guide that leg up, point the toe. I am holding that leg, I am pulling it up. And then we'll start our down fast. Lift, pause, all the way up. Swoop it down, lift, pause, all the way up, then all the way down. As you lift and lower, still press down into your right foot on the floor. Stabilize evenly through both hips. We don't want to feel one side of the back of our hips kind of pressing or digging into the ground. It should be a nice, even little spot for us to lay down in. Beautiful job, my friends. Last one, down, up, pause, all the way up, all the way down. Swoop that leg all the way up. Give yourself a minute. Press evenly into both of your feet. Immediately pick your hips up. Find your bridge pose again. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that butt. Broaden your shoulders. Imagine my little two fingers pressing those shoulders down, opening across your chest. Take a great big inhale. Big easy sigh out. Another big breath in. And then slowly roll yourself all the way down to the ground. Now, if we need to keep our legs one at a time like we did before, that's okay. But from here, can you extend your right leg up? Flex the foot, take a big inhale. Maybe extend the left foot up, flex the foot. If it's too much to have both of our legs up here, it's okay. You can also take your hands off to a little T instead of down by our sides or in a V if that works better for you. Sometimes that helps to open up those shoulders more. But flex those feet away. Take a great big inhale. Now just your right leg's gonna drop, pause, all the way down. Exhale, lift it up. Again, down, down, down. Exhale up. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Exhale up. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale up. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Down, 3. Keep those legs nice and active. Now left side, down, pause, pause, pause. Exhale up. Down, pause, pause, pause. Exhale up. Beautiful. Remember, you can always take a break if you need to. Maybe we need to set that right leg down and just move in the left. That's okay. Last one, down, down, down. Exhale up. Point the toes. Seal those inner thighs towards one another like you've got a great big rubber band around your inner thighs, or outer thighs. I'm sorry, outer thighs. Reach those toes further away. Take a great big inhale. Big breath out. Now inhale down and lift, lift, lift. Drop it down. Lift, lift, lift. All the way down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right back down. 4, 3, 2, 1. You got it. 2 more. Beautiful job. Last one. Keep those shoulders pinned down. left side, all the way down, then lift, 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 drop it down, lift, 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 drop it down. 3 more little sets. You got it. Keep reaching that leg further up to the sky. Last one. Beautiful. Now, just for fun, can we do 1 set of each with both legs? If that is too much, it's okay. Let's start with flexing our legs, pressing down into the ground, toning the belly. If we do not drop our legs all the way, it's okay. Take a big inhale. Exhale, little drop. Another big inhale. Exhale, little drop. 1 more big inhale. Exhale, little drop. 1 more breath, hold. Exhale all the way up. Beautiful. Point the toes. Now lower down. Hold it right there. Point those toes. Big inhale. Exhale, little up. Another breath. Exhale, little up. 1 last breath all the way up. Inhale all the way down and all the way up. Beautiful job. Set those feet on the floor. Inhale, lift the pelvis up. Find your bridge pose. Exhale, slowly roll it all the way down. Again, tip the pelvis up, find your bridge pose. And slowly make your way down. 2 more times on your own breath, in your own time. You've got this. Now, last one, lift your hips up and hold. Squeeze that thud a little bit more. Now I want you to imagine 2 little strings holding your hips kind of up and lifting them up to the sky. Those little strings are going to carry your hips over to the right. You're going to drop your hips down and around, barely grazing the ground, and then come all the way up. So we're taking them in a circle. Let's go around for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now reverse, left down and around. You got this. For 5, 4, 3, squeeze that butt. 2, tone the belly. Last one, and pause. Lift the hips up just a little bit higher. Take 1 more big inhale, and gently roll yourself all the way down to the ground. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug, a little squeeze, and I just want you to rock and roll yourself all the way up. Now, if you need to sit on something a little bit higher, either folding a blanket or getting a cushion so your hips are a little higher than your legs, than your heels, so you can find more length through the back of the legs, that's always okay. But I want us to take our legs a little wider than our hips, about as wide as our mat if you've got one nearby you. Pull your belly button in and imagine me pulling you up and out of your waist. Take a big inhale, swim your hands high. Exhale, flip the palms, press them down. Again, big inhale, hands lift high. Exhale, down. Remember, you can always have a bend in your knee if that feels better for your body. You do not have to try and shove the leg straight if that means we're rounding through the back of the body. Last one down. Now from here, I just want you to gently pull your right leg in and let it fall off to the side. And just see how that feels in the hips. Is our knee really high? Did it just flop to the side? There's no right or wrong. It's okay. Everybody's body is different. But see if you can turn your left leg out. Do you see that? That my toes were initially pointing up high and I rotated them out. That rotation comes from my inner thigh, from that ball and socket joint. Keep that feeling there. You can point or flex the toe or just keep it soft. But lift those hands up again and then turn to face your leg. Think of growing up and out of the leg and take a small little hinge. Take a great big inhale and then gently roll over the leg. Slowly bring yourself all the way up. Now this time we're going to bring that leg a little bit more parallel and we're going to cross our leg over. You can be above or below the knee, whatever works better for you as long as we're not putting pressure directly on that kneecap. Again, feel your sitting bones connect to the ground. Take your hands up nice and high, lift up and out of the waist, and that same little hinge we just did a moment ago. Big deep inhale. Exhale, fold over the leg. It is not about how close we're coming to our leg. It's instead rounding through the spine. Roll yourself up, take your fingertips behind you and lean back. Now this can be nice. It feels good for my hips to kind of rock and roll. Oh, I got a few cracks in my back as I did that too. And you may also want to bend your knee. Now this can feel really nice right here, just to kind of sway side to side or flex or try and even reach your chest a little bit further forward. But kind of a funny variation of our figure 4. And then when you feel ready, slowly sit up, tall and straight. Take those legs to about hip distance again, or a little bit wider than our hips, and pull the opposite leg in. We're going to rotate our right leg. Remember, just rotating from that ball and socket joint, maybe sending that heel away, maybe pointing the toe. Take your hands up, lift up, and take a hinge. Both sides can be so different. No hurry, no worries about coming close or far away from your leg. And then round over when you're ready. Hands by your sides, roll yourself up. Walk that leg in a little bit more. Cross it over. Find those sitting bones connecting. If you're already a little bent in that knee, that's okay. Both hands lift up, up, dive forward. Take a breath. Round over that leg, not worrying at all about how close we are. Bring yourself up, bend that knee back, and just enjoy that nice little movement. Big or small, and maybe you want to keep that leg straight at first and kind of rock side to side. I think I did that on the first side. I forgot to do that here. That's okay. We're never perfect. And no hurry, no rush. But eventually do find an easy seat and just take a minute here. Roll the shoulders back, sit up taller or straighter. Do we feel any different in our hips, in our thighs, our legs a little stronger? Wherever you are, give yourself a pat on the back, thanking yourself for doing something so good and just for you. I certainly hope you enjoyed our class today, and I can't wait to see you again.